Today, we're going to talk about 7 things to remember when working with affluent or high-end buyers in real estate, or really in any situation. The first thing to remember is that more so than the general, or what we would call typical or traditional buyer, affluent buyers have done their homework before contacting you as a sales professional. That means that much of the legwork they've already done. They are probably more astute to the things in the industry or the atmosphere than your general buyer. So make sure that you are aware that by the time they contact you, they're only wanting specific information about a property or a geographical location or the such. The second thing that I would caution you about or bring to your attention when it comes to working with affluent buyers is that security and confidentiality concerns are very much at the forefront of their minds. You want to keep this as a high priority to make sure that you're not out blabbing or talking much about who or what you're doing for certain people. I know it's always important to build rapport, but never has it been more important and more valuable to build rapport than working with affluent clientele. Now, we've heard the saying that people only work with those that they know, like, and what is it? Trust. That is absolutely correct. Now, working in the high-end niche, it is more important than ever to build a sense of trust and rapport with the clients that you're going to be working with. Because what I have found, and experts all across the world have found, when you can work with anyone, you only want to work with the best. So make sure that you're positioning yourself as a reputable and a trusted advisor who is going to be, perceptive and receptive of their need for confidentiality and respect. Silence is golden, not only in the movies, but when you're working with high-end clientele as well, those affluent individuals or high net worth individuals. What this means is that you should be aware of NDAs or non-disclosure agreements. Don't be surprised that if when working with affluent clientele, if your first or second or maybe even third conversation is not with the end client anyway, or indeed, it might be with a personal representative. This is typical when working in the top tier price points. Number 5, learn and know. Know, K-N-O-W, what your clients' must-haves are. The worst thing that you can do for a high net worth individual is waste their most valuable asset, which is their time. So this would require you to do the legwork and the upfront duties of previewing properties and honing in on those must-haves for them in properties. Now, those could be amount of dockage space for yachts or boats. It could be specific parking arrangements if the garage needs to be air conditioned. It might be a specific number of bedrooms and bath, or maybe even finishes on the kitchen counters. Once you know this, you greatly reduce the time that your clients will spend looking at videos, looking at properties, and therefore positioning yourself as a true high-end professional. Number 6 is that you are not the judge. Be careful not to judge your clients on their appearance. Many affluent individuals like to downplay their financial status by dressing pretty much like you and I. I mean, maybe not as good as me, but you get what I'm saying. T-shirts, flip-flops, and shorts are common wear or apparel for the affluent because they can. So make sure that you're not putting a gap between yourself and your client or customer because you're prejudging them on their appearance. And finally, ensure that you're taking care of the gatekeeper. You know, the person who's either going to let you in or keep you out of your client or prospect's life altogether. This could be a personal representative, as we mentioned earlier. It could be an executive assistant or a secretary, but whoever they are, your job as a real estate professional for the affluent is to make the gatekeeper always look like the rock star. Remember these 7 tips and you'll be well on your way to being successful when working with affluent clientele. Remember, until next time, don't be average. Be world renowned. Peace.